Hello, everybody. Welcome back once more to Anime Yay or Nay. I am the Outback Al.
I'm hot for justice.
I'm Chibi Noob.
And
And we
I'm
have
NV Jitters.
we have a special person today. NV Jitters is with us, and
Hello.
he will hopefully be joining us more regularly, I think he said, right?
Yeah, I'll definitely want to come by and watch the weekly animus with you guys.
No, I'm down for that. Yin is not currently with us, but they may show up at some point to voice their opinion about certain things. They are a busy individual. They are a mover and a shaker. Anyway, speaking of mover and shaker, I don't actually have a transition for this, so what did we watch this week?
Second episodes of both Kanata no Astra and To the Abandoned Sacred Beasts.
The abandoned
So.
sacred beast, whatever they call it, and I think we also said the cute high Earth defense. What is it?
Oh, I did not watch that.
I thought you already saw it anyway, so you should already know what happened, right?
Yeah. So, did you watch the whole thing, or?
No, I just watched the first episode.
Okay. That's
Yeah, I
fine.
just figured we go episode by episode. It would save us like a lot of time
Okay.
doing things. I should just probably say this for anyone watching. I'll put little time codes at the bottom if you want to skip to a particular show. So we'll put those up now, and yeah, if you need to skip anywhere. But for now, let's start with To the Abandoned Sacred Beast, which I think came out Monday.
Yep.
And I think we were most of us were a little on the fence with this show. I know, Gav, you were enjoying it. What did you think of the second episode? Or what I should call the second backstory episode.
Yeah, it was a lot of backstory. It was okay. I mean, like, for backstory, I hope that the next episode will be more like, I guess,
Actual plot?
yeah,
I feel like we did get a little bit more plot in this one than
yeah.
suppose
I
the
mean,
other one.
this episode was necessary for, like, setting up, I guess, the rest of the show.
Yeah.
So, I didn't mind it. It was kind of sad.
A little bit, but, as sad as the first one was, which, like, didn't really bring me to tears or anything.
No, I mean, I don't ever really cry over shows, but...
Yeah. You know what, Envy? You're new to the whole thing. We don't even know what your opinions are of the first episode. Well, why don't you let us?
Well, I watched your episode last week, and I was more on Gav's direction, I guess, the rest of the cast. I mean, I understand your complaints, and I also agree that a lot of it was rushed, but the biggest thing I liked about it was how many twists and turns there was. I thought the show was going to start off as a war drama, then it turned into like we're going to be a camaraderie show. Then nope, it's hunting down your former companions in the span of 20 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, I guess it did take a couple of turns, but like I don't think there were any that I didn't really see coming, at least.
When you brought
I mean,
up that the main
at the
guy's
very
name
least, the
was
big
Kane,
twist
I
of
was
Kane being a bad guy.
yeah, I guess that was kind of obvious.
Yeah.
But overall,
But
I
yeah,
really did
I'll say
enjoy
that
it.
I like. I'm sorry. I'm like, what? The connection's a little choppy. I'm not sure whether I'm talking over you or not.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I like that we're starting to get a little bit more into the Western setting, because it's like post-war, people are starting to look a little more cowboy-esque, and, we got and it really is the little girl from True Grit. Like, I was saying that last week, and it's like, now she just is the girl from True Grit. And she's looking for a Rooster Cogburn, I guess, and I guess she found him by the end of the episode.
It turns out Rooster Cogburn is the one that killed her parent, so...
Yeah. Suppose that would have made it a little more awkward if that were the case in the movie.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And
Bit of a heel turn at the end. I don't know.
And I know Yin and Yang was talking about, like, the pacing last week and how it felt rushed. Well, I found out today that the series is only set for 12 episodes, not 24. So maybe that's why it felt more condensed. They only have 12 episodes with.
Yeah, I think I saw something about that too.
Yeah, that makes a little more sense.
Still, but like I feel like maybe you shouldn't be like trying to do so much with your series then. I mean, maybe just I understand getting some stuff out of the way, but maybe like decide to do a shorter arc or something, or
Yeah.
like. And I know that would lead you to like the inevitable, oh, they didn't finish it, and it's like finish it with the manga or whatever. But like if you do a really good job, you can expect a second season and actually finish off whatever story you were doing.
But the thing with that is, like, a lot of shows don't get a second season, though.
Nope.
Because they
So-
suck.
I'm not sure if it's more just because they're bad or it's just they don't have the ratings to, like, keep it going. Because they
Well,
could
yeah,
be
that's
good
the time.
shows,
If
they
you're
might
not-
just not have the viewership.
Yeah, if you're not popular enough, you're not going to get a second season. But people tend to get popular if they're really good.
And also, a lot of times, anime just serves as an advertisement for people to read the light novel and the manga.
That's true.
Maybe, but I don't know. So what all did happen? We got last week we got Hank's backstory. This time we get Nancy's backstory, and she's the Dragonborn. Oh God, I didn't even think of that until just right now. We gotta call her Dovahkiin from now on. Yeah, Daddy comes home. He's a dragon.
Which I
Yeah.
thought was weird how he couldn't turn back. Like, all the other incarnates could turn back into their human form, but he is stuck there for some
Yeah.
reason.
To varying degrees, maybe his just a little more severe. It's like he completely changed body-wise, but mind-wise,
But
I guess
mentally, mentally he's still there
Which-
for the most part.
he's normal. At first, it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Dragon
I'm like,
Dad.
oh crap, your dad's a dragon. That's awesome.
I mean, I feel like that's the setup to a different shonen protagonist, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Daddy starts to go a little nutty as they do, and Hank goes and just takes him down. Which I'm more than willing to bet it's going to be revealed that was a mercy killing. Because I think Daddy knew that he was starting to lose his marbles a little bit, and he's going to be like, oh, someone better kill me before I do something bad.
I know earlier in the
I mean,
episode
he was already. What?
I was gonna say, I know earlier in the episode he lost control, so I imagine like off screen he lost control again, and that's when Hank probably killed him then.
Well, I mean, there were already reports of him going around and basically like eating up their livestock in the town. So
Yeah, I mean, that's only going to be so long before you start doing that to other people. And, like, I feel bad for the little kids because they're just, like, getting carted
Yeah.
off. I get why they're doing that, and I'm like, are they going to kill the kids? I'm like, I know this is a bloody show to some degree. At the very least, the first episode kind of was. But I was like, they're not going to go as far as, like, murdering a bunch of orphans.
at least not yet.
Yeah. Well, we got one orphan we can murder. But she's the main character, so we can't really do that yet.
No.
Yet. Speaking of, what do we think about Nancy?
I like her.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, she's, I don't really have much to say about her yet. She's just kind of like the revenge-seeking, I think, yeah, she's just true grit right now.
She's an orphan
Daddy
with a
got
shotgun.
killed, and
She's cool.
yeah, I like her gun. I think the whole revolver rifle thing is kind of cool. She really got to work on that. That thing's got a lot of kick though, so she got to watch out for that.
That was probably the
I mean-
first time she ever fired that thing, so she probably wasn't expecting the.
Hey, I'll say this: for the first time she ever shot that thing, she got shot dead center, center mass on that guy. So even if she only has one shot, she'll use it pretty good. God, yeah. So, and then there was, she finds Hank after a while, shoots him. It doesn't really do anything to him because he's just like, I mean, why would it? And then, we find out
Well,
there's
'cause
an
it's not
ogre
the-
rhino in town.
It's not the certain kind of bullet
Not-
that can kill him. That's the thing.
It's not the kryptonite bullet.
Yes.
Yeah.
He survived a kryptonite bullet. Are we sure that'll kill him?
I don't know. Maybe
Good
he got
question.
healed up.
Yep.
And
Maybe
people
Tits
came and
McGee
got
healed
him.
him up. Sorry, second Tits McGee. Tits McGee 2. I think her name is Lisa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so he takes a shot straight to the chest, and he's like, whatever. And they had a. I thought the odds were pretty good that they weren't gonna do it, but I was kind of really hoping that, like, because he's like, who are you and why did you shoot me? And she's like, my name is Nancy Shaw Bancroft. I am the daughter of whatever Bancroft. I was like, oh, please do an Inigo Montoya. Please do an Inigo Montoya. And they didn't do it. I'm like, the odds are that, because it's not like it's like a really comedic show. Like, if this were a bit more of a funny show, I could, and maybe being in America, maybe they would have been like, my name is Nancy Shaw Bancroft. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Prepare to die.
But,
Yes.
you know.
I would have loved that, but, you know.
Yeah. And then then we find out why Hank's in that particular town, because, like, there's a Rhino Man, and he was, obviously, he's one of the old
Danny.
gang. Danny was his name, yes.
Yeah.
And he's become a highway robber. For good reasons. He's trying to help the town, but it's how you're going about it is hurting and... No, not hurting, killing a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, kind of got to put him down, and... Hank's got this down to, like, a 3-move science at this point, I guess.
Yeah. Harpoon, grenade, shot to the head.
Yeah, he didn't even break a sweat on this one. So, and then Nancy's just like, hey, why are you going around killing these people? The war's over. He's like, not for me, it's not. And she's like, I don't get it, but I guess I'm just going to travel with you until I do. I'm like, really? Real True Grit girl would have taken a second shot, this time for the head.
Yeah. But then we don't have our story.
I know. It's just, it feels a little weird. Like, I feel like he would have, like, I know it's going to be revealed later that Daddy was like, hey, Wolfman, put me down because I don't want to hurt the people around me. And they're going to wait it out for a very long time. And then eventually, like, during, like, a climactic thing, he's going to be like, your dad asked me to kill him and I had to oblige him. And she's going to be like, oh, woe is me. Or something like that.
I beg to differ on that. I feel like
Yeah,
they're
I
going to
don't
reveal
think so.
that the next episode, and then the rest of the season's going to be them going after Kane. But that's
I
just me.
I don't think he's gonna say your dad asked me to kill him at all. I think he just killed the dad because he was planning on killing him anyway.
I'm sure he'll
I
explain
mean, there's a
why
possibility
he
that
did
you're
it.
right as well, Gav.
So,
That's
Sure,
fully
well,
possible.
explain.
I like to think that Daddy was there, like... Sorry.
I feel like
We didn't. Yeah.
they're gonna. I think he might explain to her why he did it next episode, but then she probably won't understand it, and that's gonna lead to them arguing throughout the entire series.
Probably. But I don't know.
I also think like each episode is gonna build up towards Kane, but it's also gonna be like the monster of the week or like the.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm
Kane has to
honestly
be the last one.
wondering. Yeah, well, no. I'm honestly wondering where the heck is that little girl come in?
Whenever we meet up with Kane and whatever he's doing,
I know, but who is she? That's what I want to know.
she's
Who
a monster
is
baby.
this?
I don't know.
I get that, but it's like, what are you?
I'm more than willing to bet that like, and maybe this is just because I've seen a lot of other anime that probably include this kind of plot line, but I think that it's more than likely that Kane is going to be recreating the Incarnate's experiments, and Little Girl is going to be like one of his first or last experiments that like really went well. And,
Okay.
yeah. That's my
What are you
thoughts
doing?
anyway. What do we think of like
Houdini? What are you doing?
What is he doing now? Is he still trying to get out the window?
I think he just swallowed a cat rock.
Is that like a euphemism for shit or?
No, it's like you know how you put in the cat litter and it's like a bunch of little rocks.
No, I don't have a cat.
Okay, well, so he's got the clumping litter. He ate one of the little pebbles.
Oh, so he ate his own piss.
No, sometimes they just get caught in his toes,
Okay.
and he just like brings them out with him. And And we killed Envy.
Maybe we
Are
did.
you okay?
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay.
What do we think of the openings and endings?
Oh, I freaking love the opening.
I like
I think
them.
it's pump. I love it.
Really? I thought it was
Yeah.
kind of.
Really I like the songs. Like I like the singing. for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The ending more so than the opening.
I tend to
But
pay
that's
more
just me.
attention to the
Maybe.
actual song more than the visuals when it comes to anime openings and EDs, to tell you the truth. So that's why I really like the opening, because I like the song.
Yeah, I like the music.
Yeah, I was like just thinking like the animation, and like overall, the overall animation throughout the entire thing has been kind of okay. Like it's just I was hoping for something a little bit more impressive. I think.
They're saving the budget for something.
Well,
know
it's
the
not going to be
studio
for a
that just-
big dragon fight, and that's what I'm disappointed about.
I know the studio that did this show. It's named Mappa. They just finished a show called Dororo from earlier in the year, and it looks gorgeous. So maybe they didn't have the budget for that because they were finishing that show. But
That's true.
Possible. Yeah, I think that's the biggest disappointment for me in this episode is knowing that the dragon is not coming later. Because, like, I think that would have been a really big emotional moment for Nancy to have to fight her own father and, like...
That's true.
Plus, I mean, you're fighting a giant dragon in the Old West with a harpoon and a revolver gun. How is that not something that people want to see?
I mean, Kane's pretty much got like the powers of a vampire, so we'll see a vampire in the Old West.
Oh, okay.
I must have missed that at some point.
No, that hasn't been, like, that's on the wiki. I don't think it's actually been mentioned in the show what his powers are yet.
Envy, are you giving me spoilers?
Oh, I thought they touched upon that at the end of the last episode. I must have missed it.
I don't think so. At least I don't remember it. Gab, do you remember?
I don't remember anything.
I thought I saw like a cloud of bats during the big battle scene where they were showing everybody off, but I don't actually remember him being a thing. I thought he was the centaur, maybe.
No, it's not him.
It's hard to know who's who whenever everyone's turned into a giant beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Well, okay, so he's not the centaur because him and Hank were standing back from the rest of the group as they were all going out to fight, and the
Oh, that's a good
centaur was
point.
among those fighting.
Uh-huh.
So,
So this is like yet another werewolves versus vampires show now.
yes. It turned into that.
This thing is like very close to bordering on a nay for me.
Oh, no.
Like I don't like. Here's the thing. This episode I think was fine.
Uh-huh.
It didn't really sway me one way or the other from last week. So at the very least, I'm still okay with it, and I still like the overall setting and where I think it'll go with it, because I feel like we have to be past the backstory section of this show, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you would
Okay.
think.
So moving forward, and I think there was a little preview where they're like going to fight the Minotaur in a fortress. I'm like, okay,
Yep.
that could be interesting.
Yay! We get the labyrinth. for
Okay,
an
cool. We're
episode.
gonna fight a monster for the whole episode. I'm like, that's a little more interesting to me. I'm down for that. Yeah, so I guess I'm still giving a tentative yay to this. What are your guys'
Okay.
thoughts?
I'm a
Gab, you
yay.
go first. I'm also a yay.
Yeah, I'm a yay too.
Okay, so that's 4 yays. It's coming back for next week. Hang on one second. I gotta get my computer charger. Why don't you guys introduce the next show that we watched that came out Wednesday?
Okay. So next one that came out Wednesday was Kanata no Astra. So that is the Lost in Space High School AU one. That's what it is. So this episode we got to the new planet, which is Villa Spur.
Something like
It
that.
began with a V.
Something like that. Yeah, it started with a V. But so they're like, okay, we landed on the planet. Time to go and explore. So they're all exploring. Um, it's basically kind of like an M-class planet, which is basically like an Earth-like planet. So
Yeah,
it's
very
got-
convenient. They keep finding planets that have oxygen.
Yeah. Well, I think that's because they're like trying to find basically planets where they can like survive, which is like those
Yeah.
why they have just 5 that they're going to.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of planets, I'm sure, on the list, but most of them were probably awful.
Uh-huh. And so they get there. There's some conflict between the 2 sisters, and then we actually do get some backstory on. I believe her name is Kitari,
Yeah.
Benicia, and Zach.
They got some tough names. We didn't learn that much about Zach, other than that he knew them. But
Well,
I feel like
he's
he'll
like
have his own
her-
episode at some point.
He's her childhood friend, and he's basically like the brains of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm getting.
Yeah. But I have a feeling he'll have a tragic backstory. So everyone's going to have some sort of tragic backstory.
Right. And it turns out apparently Phoenicia is adopted,
Yeah.
which
Which is-
what?
They look so much alike.
They look
very
alike.
closely alike.
They look.
Is this one of those adoptions where it's like, oh, your father had an affair, and we're coincidentally adopting a child who may be the same age? Kind of save face kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I was like, wait, what? No, that can't be right. You two look too similar for that to be a thing.
Yeah. One looks like a little version of the other one, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
But yeah.
apparently the glowing ball comes back and tries
Yeah.
to suck them back out into space.
Yeah, so that's fun. And
Yeah.
I'd like to point out, if they knew that that was happening and they were worried about that, why whenever, Cutie, whatever her name was?
Carrie.
Kitari.
Yeah, whenever she runs off, why does everyone leave the ship without their spacesuits? If they know that ball's
know.
somewhere out there.
I don't know.
I would be sleeping in that thing if
Yeah.
I knew that thing was chasing me.
Uh-huh.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so that's...
Like, my whole thing is like, every single time they go to a new planet, is that thing gonna come back?
It might.
I think that thing is
Like-
probably connected in some way to the end reveal of the episode, like after the credits or before the credits, which we can get to in a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's all about them exploring the new planet, and then
They find some food and a weapons tree and a
Yep.
trampoline tree and what's his face that I keep forgetting that he exists is apparently a nature file and just loves
Oh.
having all the
Chars,
little
or
critters
Chars.
crawl all over him.
Chars, he's the biology person on the team.
He's a little creepy.
No.
Someone was crawling up him and he was like, "Oh, you're a naughty boy." He's got some issues. Spock has some issues. I'm gonna call him Spock because he's second in command.
Yep.
And honestly, Kanata's definitely a Kirk.
Oh, big time.
Yeah. For sure.
Probably a better Kirk than Kirk was. 'Cause he
And I
actually
would
seems to
say
know what he's
that
doing to some
Ares
degree.
is Ahura, but Ahura was actually smart, and Ares is, well, a ditz, if you could put it lightly.
I'd like to point out she actually showed that she had a use today.
She's got a photographic memory.
That's like
Yeah,
the only
like,
smart
holy
thing
crap,
she
that's-
has.
pretty good.
That's useful. Good for you. I guess we're not going to use you whenever this party goes Donner.
But
I remember when you guys watched that
anyway,
episode last week, and I saw it after your episode, and I was like, how bad of an airhead could she be? And I was like, oh my gosh. She's really...
Yeah.
And
Let's scream into the intercom.
and literally scare everyone to death.
Yeah.
But
I have a feeling Shy Girl's probably going to get an episode next because like she got
Yeah.
like one line this episode. At the very least, most people
Yeah.
are getting a couple.
she'll get an
Oh, I mean,
episode. The Moody
from-
Boy's probably going to get an episode.
Oh, yeah.
Well, for how these kinds of shows work, usually each of them kind of gets like an episode for character development for
Yeah.
themselves as they're going along. So more than likely, we've already got at least one of the two sisters out of the way, so we're probably going to move on to someone else after this
I'll
point.
be honest, I think we can count little sister in on this because, I mean, that's kind of her conflict, too, is that she doesn't really have a good relationship with her sister. Unless we're going to go into maybe she's a schizophrenic with that puppet.
Or why she has the puppet, like if
Look,
it helps her
she has
cope.
communication issues.
Yeah.
That's possible. Yeah, we might cover that. But I feel like, again, it's going to be wrapped up in the sister as well.
Yeah.
Because the sister's just a little bitch. But maybe she'll be less of a bitch. I don't know.
And then towards the end of the episode, dealt with Kanata saving Phoenicia from the Turgan, which is basically like a turtle dragon,
Yeah, it's a dragon with a turtle face. That's what they call it, a
Yeah.
turgan.
and a pig snout,
Yeah, I don't know. It looked weird.
because Phoenicia was trying to get one of those purple star flowers so she could have a matching star because of her sister's headband with the star on
I'd
it.
like to point out that this is why you do not bring children on space voyages, but okay.
But that was their assignment, so that's why they brought her.
Yep, this is going
Take
really
it.
well.
Take a 10-year-old into space.
Yeah,
See how that
was
works
a
for
great
you, NASA.
idea.
But anyway, so all goes well because it turns out Kanata is a decathlete.
I feel like we kind
Yeah.
of knew that from last episode a little bit.
They kind
Or
of
at
hinted
least
at
that
it,
he
but
did
they
track and
actually
field.
confirmed it in
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah, and so he goes just head first into danger, jumping across big gaps, and then they used the parachute plans. Those things were kind of cool.
Oh yeah, Kittery basically sets them all off and they
How do you
float down
pronounce
to
that?
safety. It's like Kittery.
Kittery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It starts with a Q, and it throws me off.
yeah, like because it's not English.
Yeah, no, I can tell that. You know whose name I like best? Zach.
Yo, yeah, Zach.
Anyway, yeah. Yeah, so everyone saves the day. They find their way through Suzuli's. I'm like, as soon as those trees popped into the sky, I'm like, okay, this definitely looks like a video game level. Someone's going to go hopping across these.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Apparently, turgan meat is delicious.
Yes.
I mean, if you cook it like a steak, it's obviously going to be very good.
Oh, yeah. Delicious turgan meat. Hopefully they'll pack up on some of that. Have that
Yeah.
for their 20-day voyage. Like, I'm wondering, like... Because there's only 4 planets left. I don't know how many have. This is probably like a 12-episode series.
I
didn't
imagine the
check to
next
be sure.
episode will be like daily shenanigans on the ship for the next 20 days and them irritating each other.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
we were kind of wondering how long they're going to be on each planet, episode-wise. How long they're going to be in space, episode-wise. Because like this was a short journey for them. Mm-hmm. So, you know, whatever. That we can skip that part. That's fine. But I do think like when they're in space is when they're going to really start getting like cabin fever and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
Right.
and that's going to be interesting to me.
Well,
I'm interested to see what Emo Kid does.
I mean, I'm interested to see like who cut off all their communication.
That's what I was
Oh,
referring
yeah.
to earlier. Who's
Oh,
the
yeah.
traitor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it's Emo Kid?
Well, when I first
Too
started,
obvious.
when I
Okay, then it's
Yeah.
Quiet Girl.
earlier, whenever the little sister saw Zach like examining the ship, I thought he was going to be the traitor. But then he's talking to Kanata, so he's really good at masquerading himself. I don't know if he's the traitor.
That would be a good cover, but at the same time, I feel like, you know, he's... I know I called Biology Kid Spock, but, I mean, Zach is the real Spock. And he is definitely working off of, like, some kind of logic, like, okay, we have to think about this logically. We have to think about this scientifically. How do we get back? What's going to be the best way of getting back? And... yeah, I mean, he's the one charting their course, and, like, he would definitely... he wants to get home. He wants to survive, and cutting off communications is probably the worst option that you could possibly do with that.
Right.
I mean, the cliche answer would probably be either the emo kid or the quiet girl, but then again, maybe they can do a twist and it's Char or something like
Oh, he is kind of creepy. I'd leave it within the realm of possibility for Char to do it. He seems pretty smart and know how he kind of think. Here's the thing, though. It's like, I know we're going to get some development for them at some point. Emo Kid and Shy Girl, we know nothing about.
Or maybe the little sister,
We also don't know anything
like
about
the
Luca.
ventriloquist from Batman, and the
Yeah.
puppet has a mind of its own, so maybe it's the one telling her to do all that.
Oh no.
I don't think they're going to go that dark. I'd be interested to see it, but I don't think they'll go that dark with it.
Oh boy.
I like where your head's at, though. I still got bets on Emo Kid. I feel like, yeah, it's a cliche, but it's just, yeah. I got bets on him being either a saboteur or he's gonna cause some trouble just because he's got angst or whatever. And I'm sure we're gonna get to the point where it's gonna be like, yeah, his backstory shows up, and I'm gonna sound like a real insensitive jerk being like, oh, he's just an angsty whatever. But he's gonna cause trouble at some point. Cliche or
We shall
no.
see. We shall see.
Okay.
So it's all going to depend on what's the degree of trouble he's causing. Did he sabotage the ship because he wants everyone to die? I don't know. Maybe he's a nihilist, and he just wanted some people to come with him on his little suicide mission. Oh, that would be dark. Maybe the ventriloquist thing isn't too far off. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if we can make bets on stuff like that yet. Any bets on who we think the next episode will be about, though? Because we currently got that double episode that kind of covered Kanata and Ares a little bit.
Yeah.
And then this one was about Kittery and the sister to some degree. I feel like we're not going to hit Blondie or Zach just yet, because I feel like Zach has a bit of a subplot going on where he's going to try to figure out who the saboteur is. So I feel like that's going to be his thing for a little while. So we'll get his backstory later. And I think Blondie might not get... my bets are kind of on getting Luca an episode. Purple-haired one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know much about them. But at the same time, they're still pretty front and center. So I feel like it's fair to say that they might go out and do something and trigger a flashback of some kind, and I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys have any bets?
I'm thinking probably Yunhua.
Is that the quiet one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a likeliness to that, I suppose. She got one line, and I think it was a scream this episode, so...
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
God, we don't even know...
Right, constantly, hey, listen to me. Hey, let's be friends. Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, this one was all about friendship. I didn't like this one as much as the first one, maybe because it didn't have as much going on, danger plot-wise. Mm-hmm. I didn't love the whole, I need to learn friends, because part of it is just, I've seen it so many times. I think it was handled well, though. Or well enough. It was pretty short. It was like a 5-minute plot, kind of.
Yeah.
But, hey, what are you going to do? What did you guys think of it?
It's
It's
a
cute.
yay for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a yay for me. I did like this one. I'm still enjoying it, and it's, I think maybe I was hoping to see a little bit more of the planet, explore some more flora and fauna and see, more about whatever, but I realized, yeah, it's they're not going to explore these planets. They're going to pick up supplies and go. So I get why they're not going to spend a ton of time on each planet. I don't think, unless they get stuck, because hey, there's a saboteur. It might happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Should be interesting. Is everyone a yay on this one?
Yeah, I'm a yay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Watching that next week. I guess that means we move on to the last one. This is the older anime we'll be watching. It's not even that old at this point,
Nope.
is it? Cute High Earth Defense Club Love. Did I get that right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
True
this is
gender equality here.
yeah. You guys keep suggesting these shows about magical girls, and I don't know if you're just like trying to tell me something.
Nah.
So yeah, you
You guys
take
know
this
how
one.
you guys. Okay, so this first episode is basically just kind of like
It's their origin
establishing-
story.
Yeah, it's their origin story, establishing who our main five are, like how they got superpowers, make fun of all the tropes of magical girl animes.
I do enjoy
and
that
also
part.
slightly introduce the villains of the series, which I think they do at the very, very end of this episode, I believe.
Yeah, there's a little green hedgehog with the deepest voice I've ever heard for what is coming out of a hedgehog.
Oh yeah, and also the guy's got a wombat, so that's a thing.
The wombat is a little annoying,
Oh yeah, totally.
but I find it hilarious that he has taken over the body of their substitute teacher.
Yep.
And
Pretty
apparent, like, I don't know, is the sub dead?
Yep.
He's legitimately dead.
Yep.
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 The wombat is piloting a corpse.
Yep.
Yep.
That got a lot darker than I thought it was gonna. Okay. Did he kill him?
Accidentally.
He's not gonna tell anyone, is he? It's gonna come
I
out,
don't
isn't it? Alright.
I don't remember if he actually tells them or not,
Okay.
because he accidentally fell down the stairs.
Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I guess he's still getting some use out of him.
Yeah.
Dark.
Well,
Anyway,
no, because the thing is when the wombat is connected to said body, all of the vital organs and things all turn back on by magic. So basically, that body is still functioning.
Yeah, but he's
So,
just
like, he's
brain
not-
dead.
Yes, but he's not decomposing. Think of it
He's
that
still
way.
a corpse. He's a very
Yes.
well-preserved corpse.
Yes.
So this is like if in Madoka, Kyoko just weekend at Bernie's Sayaka's body.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this guy. The rest of the cast is a lovely little collection of tropes as well.
Yeah.
We got the one who loves animals, who I find pretty annoying, and I guess he's the leader.
Yes.
There's the one who likes girls, the one who likes money, and the one who likes food, and the other one. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of blanking. They all kind of blur together at a certain
The
point.
one who likes to sleep and the one who's basically the mom of the group.
Okay, which one's the mom?
Green hair. No, green. Green outfit. Green outfit.
Green hair likes money
Yes.
because it's green.
Yes.
Pink hair likes the ladies because I'm not gonna go with that connection for pink. Yellow likes to sleep.
Blondie, blue outfit, likes to sleep.
Okay, Blondie likes to sleep. And which one's the mom?
The one with the glasses.
Glasses. I don't remember the one with the glasses.
Blue hair.
Yeah, I'm drawing a complete blank.
Okay.
Yeah, no. This.
Was this a little much for you, Al?
It was not like it was a little much. I got some chuckles out of it. I was just kind of like. I don't know. They all kind of blend together at a certain point, and I realize like it's early on. The only one that sticks out to me is Animal Dude because he's annoying and overly affectionate.
Oh, just wait. Just wait.
Yeah. And they fight a noodle
Yep.
because I'll be honest with you.
Chikuabu.
I remember that guy better because I was saying to myself so much, it's like, oh my god, he's so bland. If this is really a satire of tropes in like shoujo anime and whatnot. I'm like,
Yep.
he's gonna be the protagonist because he's so bland that they were trying to make a statement, and I was wrong. I'm like, I think that was a missed opportunity to. Oh, someone's car alarm's going off. That's nice.
Yep.
But yeah, so apparently he's their first guy. So they apparently they have no autonomy for themselves whenever they start transforming and whatnot, because they start saying and doing things that they did not want to do.
No.
And it's kind of funny in a kind of terrifying when you really stop and think about it kind of way. And then they all start shouting out random names for their attacks, which I find kind of funny. Like I'd be doing that if I just randomly got powers and it's
I mean,
whatever
that
you
was
call it, blast.
It's basically like from when we were watching Tokyo Mew Mew, like the saying was just let the words flow out of your heart and the words will come to you. And it's like, oh my gosh, they're doing the thing.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, they combine all their powers into a magic wand, and then the magic wand smacks the noodle
With love.
And I guess the guy came. I'm sorry, that his face at the end after he turned from a wet noodle back into a normal person, he came hard.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't know how I feel about this whole show.
You don't have to like it.
I remember when Chibi showed me this show years ago in college. I was laughing my ass off for how weird it was.
Look, I laughed at some parts of it, but like at the same time, it's also kind of like, I mean, granted, it's the first episode. I don't really know what's gonna happen or if it's gonna improve. Like, I think, like, I went in thinking I was gonna hate Tokyo Mew Mew, but the dub saved it for me. Mm-hmm. I don't really have that here, so you know, there's some funny stuff. It's not a nay for me just yet. But again, it's like one of those things where it's kind of like I could see myself dropping this pretty quick.
You're on the fence.
Yeah, it all depends on how funny it gets to me. Which, depending on how much we get of that hedgehog, that could be hilarious.
Oh, we get a decent bit of that hedgehog.
Okay, that's good.
The wombat also provides a little bit of comedic relief. Also, we just meet a interesting couple characters a little further along the line that I'm just... the first time I saw them, I tilted my head.
I don't know whether I'm getting there or not, so...
we shall see. We shall see.
Yeah, what did you guys think of all this? Because you guys apparently actually have all seen this. What did you think of the rewatch? Or, I guess you didn't rewatch it, but...
No. I mean, I remember liking it. I'm probably gonna cringe quite a bit once I rewatch it because...
It's a little cringy.
Yeah. Honestly, I found Season 2 a lot more cringy than Season 1. But
if I don't get through Season 1, I'm not going to Season 2.
But, yeah. So, we shall see. I'll rewatch the first episode at some point, and then I'll also watch the second one for next week. But... I don't know, I'll probably like it again. We shall see. I did a lot of blogging for this show, so...
Blogging?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, like
oh,
Tumblr.
God, where can we find that? Oh.
Yeah, I did a lot of, like, Boebu blogging back in the day when the show was first coming out.
What blogging?
Boebu!
That's the first time I've heard that term.
It's the Japanese... It's part of the Japanese title. So
okay.
That's just kind of what everyone.
Euphemism.
No, that's just kind of what everyone basically.
You know, like cat rocks.
It's what everyone called it when they were doing the blogging.
All right.
Yeah.
Gab
so how
knows. He was in it.
So just a rough estimate. How many people do they get off in this show?
About one per episode?
Whores. Is everyone gonna make that face when it happens?
Yes?
Okay.
Yep.
You're welcome?
I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe it's just gonna get funnier and funnier to me. I don't know. For now, I'm willing to give it another episode.
Okay.
I don't know how far past that. It's like a lot of it hinging on, I guess, what they do with the characters and whether I remember them or not. Like, 2 of them were at least easy to remember. Money, women. Annoying. And the other 2. And a wombat. The wombat's kind of hard to forget, though.
Yep.
Because it's
Yeah.
a talking pink wombat.
Who takes over the body of a corpse?
Yeah, I didn't know that part. Jeez. That's weird.
Yeah.
What's the wombat's mission? Just to spread love to everything? Does he have like a... I don't know. I feel like more is going to be explained in the next episode. The episode 2 is always the exposition dump, right?
Usually.
Yeah. All right, we'll get there. Yeah. I guess for now it's a yay for me.
Cool.
For now.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're all yays. You've already watched the show. It's not like, you would have done that if you didn't
I've
enjoy
only
it.
seen the first episode, so I'm watching episode 2 for the first time ever.
Oh, so we'll see if this
Yeah.
gets good, bad, or otherwise. Alrighty then, so episode 3 of Kanata no Astra and the Abandoned Sacred Beast for next week, and episode 2 of Cute High Earth Defense Club Love. See how much we end up loving it. Yep, I guess that's it. Any final thoughts on anything that we discussed? Final thoughts?
Nope.
No?
No.
Alrighty then. Guess we'll see everybody next week, or hear everybody next week. Let us know in the comments whether you enjoyed anything that you watched this week, or any of these things, or if, you're just like, yeah, skip it and go to another show. Maybe we'll listen. Maybe not. I don't know. Find out next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.